Morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel. March 1 here on Monteith, Iowa. And we got some snow on the ground still. Snowed pretty heavy March 5. But it's gonna warm up, so I don't imagine this is gonna stick. Luckily, we aren't gonna be planting anything until April anyway, so... Well, I don't say anything. We're not going to be planting corn or beans till April, so. Down here, big pasture, getting some silage bales moved. These have pretty much sat here all winter. We thought, originally, when we originally did these bales, we didn't actually have the built-in pastures yet. So I was just using a mod for the pastures. But DR so kindly added the grazing capabilities for the grazing mod, so we ended up not even having to use these silage bales for feed anyway. So they're sitting down here. Actually ends up being a good thing because yeah, we're out of silage up at the cow lot. So we got to get these moved. We're gonna have to keep them. Fortunately, they're under, or we wrapped them in the tube thing, so we have to actually get them unwrapped and then moved, so they can't stay wrapped. So we're just gonna move a few at a time. Don't plan on having those cows in those barns much longer anyway, so I was actually really hoping to get them moved out back to pasture today, the beginning of March, but obviously there's a bunch of snow on the ground, so we want them to not have too hard of a time finding food to eat. So let's see. We're gonna have to get this put up like that. There we go. We're just gonna leave the bobcat down here, and we're actually just gonna drive it back, or bring the trailer back and load it back up. But we're gonna keep it up at the farmyard there. We're gonna need it to move pallets of seed and stuff around and fill the seed tender and all that junk, so that's kind of the plan for the bobcat. Now we're just gonna be feeding with the telehandler. So we had both up there over winter because it's kind of nice not having to switch the bucket out and all that stuff all the time. We got one with a one with the bale spike, one with the bucket. You don't have to switch them every day to do different stuff, so we're gonna have to be doing that for a little bit now. The telehandler, that's alright. So I'm gonna plop this one on the back. Hope it doesn't fall off, because I don't think there's straps on that guy. Kind of park this up behind these bales, kind of out of sight, so hopefully no one says, hey, that's a skid steer sitting there, maybe we can steal it, you know. So kind of hide it a little bit. Get these strapped up. Go. Hopefully we don't get stuck. Oh, looking a dream. Now we need to hope that that bale doesn't fall off. That's the biggest thing. It's definitely not strapped on there. I was hoping that that last strap would at least maybe strap it down a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. We're just gonna have to go slow. Put the old cruise down about 25. There we go. Should be alright. Just want to make sure it's not falling off. Turn the hazards on. I don't think we actually plugged the trailer in though, so we're not flashing any hazards on the back of the trailer. Did get some things moved around. Got the shed cleared out a bit. To get the planter out, you'll see when we drive by. I got the tender truck out because we're going to need that. Got the planter hooked up to the Magnum in the shop. Got the combine moved out of the shop and into the cold storage. So, pretty much the big job, probably this episode, is that we're going to keep going on fitting fields. We'll probably get a worker going on that, and then we're going to be taking the New Holland out with the John Deere drill and planting some alfalfa. Wasn't sure what we were gonna plan on doing. We did rye silage, but I think we're gonna end up doing alfalfa silage this year. So just more of a the crop regrows. The rye was very high yielding, which is good, but the rye or the alfalfa, at least it kind of regrows, and we can continue to harvest it maybe once or twice for silage bales. I would ideally like to continue to grow the herd. Well, there goes that bale. That took that corner too fast. We're gonna have to run down and grab that at some point. But yeah, so I want to kind of continue to grow the herd. So we're gonna need the feed and stuff. I think this field actually right here is one of the fields that we're gonna plant with alfalfa. Just gonna do two, probably this one and maybe a small one. Not exactly sure which one. Probably that one right behind those bins that had rye in it. Oh, whoa. So yeah, two fields alfalfa. And then we got that big old hay field down the south side of our fields. Can mow for hay, but got a lot of hay still. So I'm not sure how much hay we're going to be cutting this year. Get these straps undone. Gonna have to get the International moved so we can put some silage bales down. There. I did update the map finally. Thank you to Junt for letting me know that my map wasn't updated. I honestly did think that I had the updated version, but I was apparently sorely mistaken. So this is 0.3. Version 0.3, so this is the most updated version. I don't know how long it's going to be until this map is out, guys. I've been getting a lot of questions about it. I really don't know. My guess would be that once Tahitian's done, and done with testing phase, then he's probably going to release Monteith. And then the next map after Tahitian's done, he'd probably release Tahitian, you know, that type of thing. So, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, just up to him. You know, it's not the cheapest thing, 20 bucks. But if you're really, really itching to get on this map, you can at least do that. But yeah. Two more. Four more, sorry. Math. Loading these and unloading these go a lot, or unloading these at least, goes a lot quicker than with this, because you can go two at a time. Unlike the Bobcat. Kind of nice. Makes quick work of it, eh? So, anywho, we'll get these all unloaded. Then we'll probably see March 2. Hopefully the snow is melted. It is 38 degrees, so with a high of 47, so I do imagine that the snow will melt. It does melt once you get above 32 degrees, or at least it starts to. Obviously this is pretty heavy on, because it did get cold, so it did stick, but yeah, so we'll catch ya March 2 when we're getting to work. March 2 now. Got our morning chores done, feeding the cows, whatnot. Couldn't speak there. The plan later on today is that we are gonna get those heifers moved and those cows moved. But for now, I just ran down, got dropped off over by the bales, and slowly making our way home in the Bobcat. So, if we look though, these Angus are at 50% reproduction currently, so they still have a few months on them. But we'll probably calve them out in the pasture, maybe. We might bring them home to calve, actually, and then we'll move them into that close pasture. That might be the best plan. Just have them calve in that close pasture, and then these guys ran out of hay overnight. Their health dropped a bit. So yeah, these heifers are getting close to being able to start making some babies, so that's good. So we're gonna get those guys out to pasture as well, probably with the bulls. So heifers are probably gonna go to that pasture right back there, that big pasture to the east. And then I think we're gonna send the female cows that are already pregnant up to this pasture here, this one, by 21 there. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I'm gonna get those over later though today, because we gotta get the drill filled, feed, and yeah, I gotta figure out where we want to drop this bale spike off actually first. Probably just drop it off in the corner here. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Get drilling our alfalfa and get some cows moved. Oh, and we gotta start tillage as well. We'll get working on some of that. Get you guys here shortly. We sent one of the guys down to our local Pioneer seed dealer We deal mostly with Pioneer. But yeah, he needed to pick up some alfalfa seed for us, so he's down doing that. So I figured while we're waiting, get at least a field done, hopefully. So we're gonna get in here and break up some wheat residue. Start down here at the end. Should be able to get this done. It's not the closest. About a half-hour drive over to get seed. Usually we have him bring it to us, but yeah, we needed it now, so he said if you need it now, we can always go to him and get it picked up, so that is what we're doing. Luckily, there's plenty to do on the farm. Got rain in the forecast coming up later today. Guess we could take a look at the weather. I didn't think there was any. At least last I knew, there wasn't any weather coming, but you know, the weather is always changing, so you never know. What's it say? I think it's gonna rain around 1500, so. About 3 o'clock. Thanks to good buddy WVFakeFarmer, or Kevin, I like to call him. Good guy. Met him through the Discord. My Discord. Discord link is usually posted in the comment section of my videos. Not always. I sometimes forget to do it if I'm out and about. I usually forget, like if I'm out and about, because I do schedule my videos. So that is one thing that I can't actually like post prior to, because you can't like comment on a video prior to posting it. At least I don't believe. I haven't been able to figure out how, so usually I forget to do that. Speaking of that, I want to thank channel members. That is Jarhead, Doug, Lucas, Kevin, as I just mentioned, WVFakeFarmer, Hitman, EK Wrangler, Dahl, MrFarquar, Monty, and Ice Dragon. I do appreciate you guys, the 10 of you, for subscribing to me and just the extra support. It's very, very generous of you. I couldn't thank you enough. Thank you so much. I don't do good enough thanking you guys often enough, so thank you so much. And take this opportunity as well to just say, if you're enjoying the video, if you're still here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. About 65% of you that usually watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel, so hit the subscribe button, help out a lot. Hit the like button. So I don't like doing that because I think it sometimes ruins the video, you know. I like to make my audience kind of feel immersed into my world that I'm playing, but I think it's good to take a break as a YouTube creator and ask for that little bit of support, because I know that sometimes, at least for me, if I'm not subscribed and I'm enjoying a video, it's just usually because I'm not, I just don't think about it. Don't think about liking the video or subscribing. I'm watching the live stream. Like, I do this with Big Rig Frosty all the time. He streams at night, usually from like 8 o'clock till midnight. and I watch him almost every night, and it's just not automatic for me to go in there and like the stream right away. But once somebody says it in chat, or he brings it up himself, I'm like, oh yeah, let me like the stream quick. I think I'm not alone there. Usually when that happens, it jumps quite a bit, so yeah. Anybody that does like my videos consistently and all that stuff, I do very, very much appreciate it. Just helps to get it out there more. It helps to fight the YouTube algorithm and all that stuff. So anyway, enough of that. So yeah, once we're done with this field, probably should be able to get in and get going with some alfalfa planting. Then when we're done planting the alfalfa, hopefully we'll have time still in the day. I believe we will. I don't think drilling that alfalfa will take too long. I know it's not the biggest drill, but it shouldn't take too long. We're not going to be doing too much drilling at all, so I'm debating on either doing this field right next to us in alfalfa or that one right up next to the house. This one would probably be a little bit better here to the left of us because flat. It's on the south side of the road, so all the land is flat. So yeah, I'm sure that would help. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm also not sure that I want to put that much alfalfa in that field, because that's a decent sized field, that one. I don't know. Who knows? Feels like I'm farming on the edge, or flying by the edge of my, I don't know what's that saying? Off by the seat of your pants or something? Off the cuff, how about that? Just farming off the cuff, you know? You're going, you're winging it. We're winging it all the time, it feels like. Anywho, jump in the cab, get some in-cab done. Still enjoying my in-cab every now and then. So, yeah. We'll probably catch you near the end of the field, and then we'll get ourselves into doing some drilling. My relief just showed up. Gonna be taking the truck back to the farm and getting some seed loaded into the drill if they haven't already. That's it for this field. We're just gonna hop right into this one here. We'll just drive the tractor up, so I don't have to walk down the lane to get to him, and he doesn't have to walk to me. Makes sense. So yeah, this went good. Did good breaking up that wheat straw, or that oat straw, I guess. I think I called it wheat before, but I think it was oats. We're not going to be planting any of that this year, I don't think. I think we're actually going to end up baling our corn stalks and using that as bedding this year. Just makes more sense, I think. So yeah, so he brought the truck down for me, so we'll get him set up and going, and then meet you back at the farm. Alrighty, so we're just getting the seed loaded in here now. We'll run with 60% seed for now. Yeah. See what that takes us. Here we're on the right crop. We're not gonna run fertilizer in this. Just because I think once we, or after we plant, we'll probably come through and spread some fertilizer over it. That is one thing that we still need to do, is purchase ourselves a dry box fert spreader. Currently looking right now on the used market, aka Dennis Farms Discord. They have a little like used section where people can kind of role play and post their equipment in there and stuff that they want to sell. But thought I'd give it a go. Kind of a fun little role play added in there if I can purchase something off there, and we can do it that way. So I just posted this morning that I'm looking for a self-propelled dry box spreader. So don't know what brand we're going to be using. I was looking for something around 20 in-game hours. I'm sure we'll probably put, I don't know, probably about, I would guess, with what we need to spread, I'd probably say about 8 hours onto it. But we'll see. Yeah, so we need fertilizer in this field. We'll just come back through and either spray it or spread it. Probably spread it once we do get a dry box. So this field right here is where we're going to be going, or where we're going to be drilling into. But there's a gate on this end, but there's also just a opening there on the edge of the field that we're just going to use instead, so we don't have to open the gate up. I think most of our ground currently has been chisel plowed, or I mean most of the ground that we, what am I trying to say? Yeah, most of our ground is chisel plowed. Anything that has the green in it still from soybeans has not been, but we are just going to go through and no-till that. Or not no-till, yeah, no-till plant, or direct drill, or whatever you want to call it, that ground. So point I'm getting at is that the cultivator is going to be focusing on getting the fields that have been chisel plowed last fall leveled out with the disc. We are also going to be no-tilling this sulfite too. Down. See how she runs. Going to be using these arms because we do not have GPS on this tractor. It does look like we are using seed. I wasn't sure at first, but yeah, it's going down very slowly, so I would be willing to guess that this 60% or 36 square foot. I don't know why I have it on feet. I need to figure out what button it is to change my measurements there. I don't like that it's square feet. Rather pounds, I think, or something, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, so this is going good. So I'll probably be checking in every now and then with you guys. I want to get through a decent amount here in this video, so I know that we're already running probably 25 minutes or so on this video, so I'll probably be jumping in and out. You know how it goes with this series, so yeah. Alrighty, so we got our headlands off. Down here on this narrow end, headlands kind of almost finish it off for us, but there is a little bit that we're going to have to go back and make sure that we pick up there. So the markers are helping out a lot. Nice having markers when you're in cab too. You have to throw down this, although making sure we're going straight. There we go. We're probably gonna have to pick up, because we want to start going straight. This is where we've started cutting in. I think we'll be good with seed too. We're down to 25% now. But we really don't have that much left of the field at all. Missed a bit here on this corner when you're making this turn because I've been doing in cab. Probably clean that up quick. Yeah, everything's going well. Everything is going real nice. Not too worried. Want to make sure we got everything going. Go, markers down. Come back in cab. Just kind of keep the front of the nose right there on the line. I know it's not the most straight thing in the world, but better than not having some sort of straight line indicator, I guess you could call it. If you want to get complicated with it, but we're coming up on noon. Should definitely be able to beat the rain. Probably even get the other field done too, which is going to be field 7 here. We had rye in there last year. We're going to put alfalfa in there this year. And then, yeah, we're rotating all the other fields with beans. So whatever corn was last year is going to be beans this year. Whatever beans were last year is going to be corn. So we're doing some direct drilling on four bean fields. Or 3, I guess, because this one's going into alfalfa now. So 3 bean fields. Gonna be direct drilled. Looks like the tillage guys are going good. Yep. We have them skipping rows. That's how we did this field as well when we did it on our own. Skipped rows. So yeah. All of the beans that we're going to be planting are going to be running the roller over them, which we'll have hooked up to the 8920. We'll be rolling those fields with that. Oh shoot. Forgot to pick up the marker. Dang it. Oh, we're going to have to go back over that. Just kind of wasted some seed because of it, fortunately. But yeah, so I think that's going to be the video, guys. Off camera, we'll get the rest of this alfalfa finished. And then next video will be into planting the corn and the beans. So probably going to be doing corn first, because beans have a later planting season. I'd like to get them all planted in the first month. Definitely think we're going to be able to do that. Not worried about that at all. But yeah, we're going to start in corn and then went into those beans. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll catch you in the next video.